3 begins between Taylor and España.
At some point, you're going to pick up there may be a lack of trust between Meldrick Taylor and his corner, because he felt they gave him some bad instructions against his last fight, and so they're trying to reestablish this communication again. A lot of arguing and a lot of trust.
Taylor landed a right hand inside. España countered with a left hook that caught Taylor flush on the cheek. Now Meldrick goes back to the body. And the Meldrick Taylor, who was moving side to side and circling in round 1, is now standing in front of España much the way he stood in front of Terry Norris.
And I think he can do it with a bit more confidence this time. This guy has not the power of a Terry Norris.
España's jab landing. Meldrick has sometimes been short with the jab. España reaching over the top with the right hand. Landed a low blow and got away with it again. And now Taylor turns to referee John Coyle and says, ask him to keep him up, please.
Taylor's corner is telling him to get with that jab, which is a mistake. He did not jab yet. This guy's got arms as long as this ring. Why should he exchange jabs with it?
España landed a left when Meldrick came in close.
Meldrick waiting around for a good active jab. He's going to get hit with a lot of right hands.
There's a left hand that España landed, again flush. Most of the solid blows in the fight so far landed by the challenger.
España seems to be making Taylor pay a price every time he tries to get in close.
Now Taylor willing to wait back and try to block España's punches with his gloves. But it's hard to mount an offense that way. España's looping left hand bothered Meldrick a little bit.
Once you've been knocked out in your career, let me tell you, you go back into the ring, the gloves hit you, even if they're not hard, it sounds like drums beating. Boom! Because the fear that you might be knocked out again is in your head at all times.
A moment ago, España came to Taylor, and Meldrick landed a combination to the body, which was his best combination so far in the fight. He's going to have to solve the riddle of how to get close to España, George, and maybe the best way is to let the man come to him.
No doubt about it, because he's shot. He's a little shy now. And a lot of punches are going to hurt him tonight that really, in instance, is not hurting him.
Right hand solid by España. Meldrick is wobbled. Referee John Coyle says fight on. Meldrick avoided a knockdown by catching his glove on the canvas, but he's in trouble. Not in as much trouble as against Norris, but España is looking to hurt him some more as the round comes to a close.
Knockdown, the referee missed it. It was absolutely a knockdown. Should be a 10-8 round.
Round 4 begins. Meldrick Taylor appeared to have been knocked down, at least technically, toward the end of round 3. He touched his glove against the canvas to maintain support after a left and a right by España. Now Meldrick tries to reestablish confidence in round 4, and so far it has been like walking on eggs for Meldrick Taylor. España increasingly confident and throwing the left hook with gusto, George.
No doubt about it. Taylor's just had, like I said, the recent defeat. He's cautious, overcautious, but now he should not take any fight to this guy. Don't give him any courage. Boxing. Stay away, box.
How do you stay away from a guy with such long arms, George?
Because the guy never throws a punch unless he gets his feet platted in. Doesn't throw anything on the tip of his ball of his feet. He's waiting.
Meldrick steps in and goes to the body. Landed the left, the right was blocked. Trying to fight his way in with the jab. Now España swinging from side to side with rights and lefts, and Taylor seems unable to block them. España sticks the jab. Taylor finally blocks a left, but takes a chopping right.
And that punch looked like it shook Taylor also.
And it's also back to Philadelphia now.
Left and a right for España. He continues to dictate the tempo inside.
Taylor said he can't lose 2 in a row, so he's going to try everything he can now to win this boxing match.
Career on the line here, George. for a young man who was a 1984 Olympic gold medalist, one of the youngest gold medalists ever, had a brilliant early professional career, surprised everybody with a draw against Howard Davis, surprised everybody with an upset win over Buddy McGirt, fought the most brilliant fight against Julio Cesar Chavez that any opponent has ever produced, and it's been tough moments galore since then for Meldrick Taylor. Sure, he came on and won a welterweight championship in a great fight against Aaron Davis, but since that time, moments like this have continued to proliferate. And after the knockout loss to Terry Norris, at least one national magazine called Meldrick Taylor a shot fighter. Is he? He has to prove tonight that he isn't.
I think already he's proven he's not a shot fighter. Got up off the canvas and took the fight right back to this guy.
And of course, the big thing right here is that the rematch with Chavez appears to be in jeopardy, serious jeopardy.
I think he's in the match of his life right now. He's most effective when he stays close. You hit this guy, get close to him, stop backing away.
Another long right hand by España, and another to finish the round. Round 5 begins. In the first 4 rounds, Meldrick Taylor, by our punch count numbers, has landed only 24% of 251 attempted punches. España has thrown more punches and landed at about a 10% higher rate. And in the closing seconds of round 4, España rocked Taylor twice more with right hands. So you've had the one near knockdown and various other lefts and rights which appear to have wobbled Meldrick Taylor. He's having a tough time defending his WBA welterweight championship.
Taylor, when he finishes combination, he should get closer to this guy. Normally, he's finishing too far away, and he gets hit with this right overhand right.
Like
get closer. Get closer. His corner should tell him.
How do you get closer without paying the price he's paying?
The guy is not interested in hitting Taylor when he's close at all. Only when he's far away.
I think you got a good point, George. He does not appear to be an inside grappler. But if Taylor stays out here and lets the guy use his long arms for leverage and extension, he's in trouble.
He's definitely a long arm puncher, and he likes that distance.
Well, there he landed a left hook in close. So that belies my notion for a moment. But Meldrick is still trying to find a solution as to how to get in close and control the action. Another left hand landed for España.
The way to get in close is you lay in a couple of punches, then stay close.
Taylor going to the body. He should keep going to the body to try to slow this guy down.
That was the best 10 seconds of the fight for Taylor, in close.
Taylor having to take some punishment to give it, but he's beginning to step up the tempo of his own offense. Ducking punches inside, staying close. Now let's see if he'll remember to go to the body. Takes 2 left hands right in the mouth.
They never should have told Taylor to box this guy with such long arms. Should have been fighting like this from the beginning.
Well, sometimes even a great corner can be the wrong corner for a particular fighter. And this marks the second fight in a row, George, in which you believe that the, on paper, tremendous corner of Lou Duva and George Benton are letting Meldrick Taylor down.
Right, they're trying to make him regress to the days when he was a boxer. Hey, he's a big, strong guy from Philadelphia. Let him fight.
I don't know, George. He's never had punching power at 147 pounds. Maybe he can gain it with more confidence. Taylor landed a right hand inside. España lands a right.